Start by finding a restful posture. You can either sit or lay down, but the idea is to stay awake and use the wakefulness to move you through the practice of mindfulness, relaxation, breathing, and meditation. As you focus on my soothing voice, I'll teach you how to fit these pieces together. Let's think first about mindfulness. Mindfulness is to pay attention to the present, to be here right now, instead of lost in space in the internal noise of your body and mind. Mindfulness means to be awake, to pay sharp attention to all that you are experiencing in the here and now. If mindfulness is to be right here, right now, relaxation is to soften into the body. In relaxation, we notice that there are tense spots around the body that can be moved with our breath. So as our mind turns towards mindfulness and being in the present, we can also notice how our bodies feel tense through the sense perceptions of what we experience. Scan your body from head to toe. Notice any sore spots. Start by relaxing the brow, the eyes in their sockets, the jaw, and drop the tongue to the bottom of the mouth, so that as we move next into breathing, the breath can flow freely. You might notice as you start your mindfulness practice that the mind is kicking up lots of thoughts and images, memories, things in the past, thoughts about the future. These are all part of having a brain and a body. The idea is to notice these experiences and refocus on my voice. When you refocus on my voice, you are experiencing rather than thinking. Experiencing is a state of pure consciousness. Continue to scan down the body for parts that are sore and tense. Try to relax and let go. Some people say, how do I do this? I ask you to imagine that you've been needing to go to the bathroom for a very long time, that strong urge to pee, and you finally get to the bathroom and sit down and that's what it feels like to be able to relax into the body. Just practice giving yourself that moment of right now. The mind is aware in a state of pure consciousness. The body is beginning to relax, and now we turn our attention to breathing. Mindful breathing doesn't want us to force the breath in one way or the other. We don't want to shove it around. Mindful breathing just asks us to pay attention to what is going on right now with the breath. What does the in and out breath feel like? Is it short and constricted or long and flowing? Just try to notice what is occurring. Don't try to count or hold the breath in any way. Just be curious about the way that it is moving through your body. You're mindfully paying attention to the present moment, awake and alert. You're purposely relaxing through the somatic self, through the body. You're noticing if your shoulders are tense. You can drop them. Notice if there's tension around the heart and chest area. Open that up. And use the breath to move through. Sit for a few moments noticing what it's like to have these skills on board. This is the simplicity of a daily mindfulness practice. To sit still and breathe. To notice and to learn by being aware of what's present, what comes up. Noticing thoughts, feelings, images, behavior, reactions, subtle physiological changes in your body. And now that we've practiced what it is to be mindful, what it means to relax, and how to mindfully breathe, we'll gently move into our mountain meditation. This script is adapted from the beautiful meditation by Jon Kabat-Zinn. As you sit here, let an image form in your mind's eye of the most magnificent mountain you know or have seen or can imagine, and let it gradually come into sharper focus. If you have difficulty bringing this up in your mind as a visual image, allow yourself to sense the mountain, its overall shape, its lofty peak or peaks reaching high towards the sky, its large base rooted in the bedrock of the earth's crust, its steep or gently sloping sides. Notice how massive the mountain is, how solid, unmoving, and beautiful, whether seen from afar or up close. Not questioning its purpose, just being. Perhaps your mountain has snow blanketing its top, or rugged granite sides. There may be streams, waterfalls cascading down the slopes. There may be meadows or lakes. Observe it, noting its qualities. And when you feel ready, see if you can bring the mountain into your own body, sitting here, so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one. You share in its massiveness, its stillness, and its majesty. You become the mountain, grounded in your posture. Your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of your body, affording a panoramic view. Breathe in the view for a moment. Feel how you are rooted into the earth. Experience in your body a sense of uplift from deep within your pelvis and spine, and with each breath become a little more like a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your own stillness. Completely what you are, beyond words and thought, a centered, grounded, unmoving presence. The sun travels across the sky. The light and shadows and colors change virtually moment by moment in the mountain stillness. The surface teems with life and activity on some days. Streams, waterfalls, plants, wildlife. As the mountain sits, see and feel how night follows day, day follows night, again and again. The bright warming sun is followed by cool night sky, studded with stars. No matter what, there is always the gradual dawning of a new day. Through all this, the mountain sits experiencing change. It sits being itself. It remains still as seasons flow into one another, as weather changes moment by moment, day by day. Calmness abides all change. In summer, there is no snow on the mountain except perhaps for the very top of the peaks or in crags shielded from sunlight. In the fall, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant fire colors. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, it may find itself enshrouded in clouds or fog, or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain, comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see it. It's too cloudy or rainy or foggy or dark. None of this matters to the mountain. It remains at all times its most essential self. Clouds may come and go, rain too. Tourists might like it or not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people can see it or not. Seen or unseen, in sun or clouds, broiling or frigid, day or night, it sits being itself. Spring comes. Trees bud out. Flowers bloom in the high meadows and slopes. Birds sing in the trees once again. Streams overflow with the waters of melting snow, and through it all the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by weather, by what happens on its surface, by the world of appearances, remaining itself through the seasons. In the same way, we can embody a central axis, an unwavering stillness and groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our own lives. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we face constantly the changing nature of mind and body in the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, activity and inactivity, moments of color and drabness. It's true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our own minds and bodies. We get buffeted by high winds and by cold and rain, and we endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as moments of joy and uplift. Even our appearance changes constantly, experiencing a weather and an aging of our own. By becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link up with its strength and stability and adopt them for our own. We can use its energies to support our efforts to encounter each moment with mindfulness and clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, preoccupations, emotional storms and crises, even the things that happen to us, are very much like weather on the mountain. We tend to take them all so personally, but their strongest characteristic is impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied, suppressed. It is to be encountered, noticed, honored, felt, understood for what it is, held in awareness. In holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and stillness and wisdom, and the distress dissolves. Mountains have this to teach us and so much more. If you resonate in some way with the strength and stability of the mountain, it may be helpful to use this meditation from time to time. It will remind you what it means to sit mindfully with resolve and wakefulness. You might also want to explore how you can use this imagery of the mountain in moments when you feel stressed, letting weather pass around you, knowing that a new dawn will come. As we conclude the mountain meditation for today, let's review the practices. You've learned how to mindfully pay attention to my voice, noticing distractions, noises outside the room, things going on in your head, pulling your attention gently back to the present. You've felt what it's like to relax, the that comes with releasing tension in your body. You've noticed how to breathe, that it occurs without conscious effort, and that if we just watch the breathing, it can serve our health and awareness. Finally, we've learned about guided meditation and imagery, and we've seen how that can help us to repel stress and distress. I invite you to use this meditation to bring energy and intention towards a more mindful self. Thanks for joining me today.